Today is December 13th, my 15th birthday. Now,
happy birthday, asshole!
I did mention that I was going to post a birthday video, and this is going to be it. Today, I thought it might be a really cool idea to mention every single movie that I saw from every year that I've been born. Now, you may have seen other YouTubers do this, like Cody Leach, and I thought it was a really good idea. So we're going all the way back to 2010, all the way up to this year being 2025. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it right now. At the bottom at 2010 is going to be Christopher Nolan's Inception. Now, originally when I saw this movie, I was very little and very young, and immediately it came out when I was a little baby, back in like 2011 or 12 when I first watched it. And I don't remember really that much from it because I didn't know what it was, but after rewatching this movie once again, like growing up, it's an incredibly made movie. Now, Christopher Nolan has always been a masterpiece filmmaker. Like, he's made some really great stuff, like The Prestige, Inception being this movie, Interstellar, Oppenheimer, and pretty soon The Odyssey. He's a really great filmmaker, and this is one of his best movies yet. The performances are all great here, like being Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy being the standouts of this movie here. The soundtrack is on point here with Hans Zimmer. He is one of the best soundtrack makers that I've ever seen, and this movie does such a great job of its cinematography, and it's got some really enjoyable and just flat out rememberable scenes in this film. So it's definitely one of the classics that I remember watching when I was little, and it's a movie that I will never forget ever. 2011 is a movie probably 99.9% of you guys do not know what it is, but it's actually going to be Steven Spielberg's Super 8. Now, this is a film that follows the premise where a bunch of teenage kids are trying to film a movie to get famous in front of this like train yard, but after the train that comes crashes, it exposes like an alien invasion or something like that. And this is one of Steven Spielberg's more classic films that he's made. Now, back in like the early 2000s and 1900s, when he made stuff like Jurassic Park and stuff like that, he was one of the better filmmakers of that time period. And this is one of his better films too. I think the performances are great, being Elle Fanning as the star of the show here. I'm a massive fan of her. And I really like the cinematography in here for it being like a 2011 film. The cast is great, the performances are all so well done, the aliens look great, and the action in here is so well done. It's a movie that I will definitely rewatch the most, and it being the one that I will remember the most too. In 2012 is going to be an extremely hot take for me, or for everyone, excuse me, but it's actually going to be The Dark Knight Rises. Now, The Dark Knight is one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. Heath Ledger is completely the star of the show in that film. Same thing with Christian Bale. I think it's one of the darker Batman films that has ever been made, and we're definitely going to talk about another Batman film on this list soon, but this is one of the greatest ones. And Dark Knight Rises, it might even be just as good in my opinion. Like, it takes everything you loved about The Dark Knight and everything that you said were like, oh, this movie was legendary, please, Christopher Nolan, do not continue making this franchise. And he didn't listen, so he went on to make another film, but this time he added Tom Hardy as Bane, and he is so good in this film. Tom Hardy plays one of the best performances of Bane that I've ever seen in a film. Christian Bale is great once again. The action's great. The ideas that are produced here are amazing. The story's well done. The performances are great. Everything about it is just so good, and it's definitely a movie that people are definitely underestimating it being, because I know a lot of people who do not like this film. It's your guys' opinion, but for me, this is once again one of the greatest Batman films that I've ever seen, alongside The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. So, Dark Knight Rises, masterpiece film. In 2013 is going to be Insidious Chapter 2. Now, hear me out. I love the first Insidious. It's not one of the best movies that I've ever seen of 2010, but it's a really well done film. And Insidious Chapter 2 is easily my favorite of the franchise. It takes everything that I loved about the first one, just like other sequels do sometimes, and it just adds in so much character work here. Patrick Wilson is easily the star of the show. He plays such a great possessed villain here. The woman of Parker Crane's mother, she is one of the scariest characters that I've seen in a horror movie yet. The ideas of like Parker Crane too, and like the idea of how he died and how his mother is back for revenge from the dead, of how she's like a demon. It's a really great idea, and I think that the Lambert family is so good in this film. Elise is great once again here too. Carl is great. Everything about this film is so freaking awesome. And it's actually better than the first part, in my opinion. And this might be a hot take for everyone, but I love this film so much, I had to put it in my top 10 of this year. Coming in 2014 is going to be The Purge Anarchy. Now, the Purge films are extremely mixed for me. I do not enjoy the first Purge at all. The original Purge is mediocre but mid. Election year, decent at best. There are some parts I really do not like about that film, but at least it's the only watchable one. And the Forever Purge, do not like that film at all. So Anarchy is easily the best one out of all of them. I think Frank Grillo is a really great casting choice here. I think that some of the moments that are introduced here with like the Purge action is really good. All of the action's great. The performances are all so well done. The dialogue's well done. The writing's great. And the direction points are so good. And all the wild like camera angles that they use for the Purge scenes, it's so great. And it being like a dystopian map that they're using for America, it's so great. And this is why Anarchy is easily the best one in the franchise for me, other than the rest of this mediocre franchise, which we're not going to talk about again. But yeah, Anarchy, wonderful film. 2015 is going to be M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit. Now, M. Night Shyamalan is such a mixed director for me. I have not seen a lot of his films, but I've seen some stuff to know that I absolutely hate, and some stuff that I think is alright at best. I think his only good film right now is being like Split, which we're going to talk about here soon. But yeah, The Visit, this is such a great film. Like, if you don't know what this movie is, it basically follows the premise where a bunch of kids get taken up to their grandparents' house in the woods, but they soon find out that some stuff goes wrong and their grandparents are actually demonic entities in the house. So the kids have to try and find a way to have their parents save them before they get killed by the demons. And what they introduced here in this film, I loved absolutely. I think that the cinematography in this movie is top tier M. Night Shyamalan. I think that the casting is great here, and I think that the performances are all so well done with the grandpa and the grandma. They're all so great in this film. It's scary, it's funny at times, it's really ferocious with its tunes that it takes in this film. I love it all so much, and this is definitely one of M. Night Shyamalan's better films that he has made. 2016 is going to be The Conjuring 2. Now, I love the first Conjuring film. The reason why I did not add it on this list is because there were a lot of films that I just thought personally were a little bit better than The Conjuring, but still, that film is an undisputed movie to me. That one I will never forget. But The Conjuring 2 is so freaking awesome. It takes everything you loved about the first one, but just introduces more paranormal stuff into it. The demons are great. I think the Crooked Man and Valak and Bill Wilkins are some of the best demons that we've had in this franchise. I think that Janet is such a great antagonist in this film. Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson do such a great job in this film again. It gets really funny at times. It gets really emotional, scary, and just so undisputed with its horror. It does not mess around with it at all. And that is something that I actually wish this franchise would do a little bit more of, with the third Conjuring being not good at all, and with Conjuring Last Rites being decent, and with some of the spin-offs being terrible to mediocre to okay. But The Conjuring 2 is definitely one of the best films in this franchise, and something that I will definitely rewatch again when I'm like doing a whole rewatch party to this franchise. Like, say for Halloween, I'll definitely remember this film. 2017 is going to be M. Night Shyamalan's Split. I already told you this film was coming up. Here it is. Split is genuinely one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my entire life. James McAvoy does such a great job in this film. He's absolutely scary, and he plays someone that just creeps the hell out of you. It's so good here. I think that the dialogue is wonderful here. The writing's great. It's scary. It's funny. And it gets so just weird at times and bonkers. And it's genuinely not only one of the greatest films that I've seen in my entire life, but genuinely one of M. Night Shyamalan's best films ever. If you guys haven't heard of this film at all, how? Like, this is easily one of M. Night Shyamalan's most craziest films yet, too. I would definitely recommend this to you guys. Definitely the biggest surprise of 2017, also. And definitely one of James McAvoy's best performances, too. 2018, Mission Impossible Fallout. This is easily one of the best Mission Impossible films that I've ever seen in my entire life. And this is one of Tom Cruise's best movies yet. It takes everything that you absolutely loved about this franchise, but with more hijinks, more action, more road races, more revenge, more plot, more story, more character work, you name it. Everything you love about this franchise, and it is one of easily the most action-packed films that I've seen yet. I think Henry Cavill is so good as the villain here. I think the casting is so great. Tom Cruise is wonderful. The action's great. The writing's awesome. And the music is booming in this movie, too. Like, it's definitely one of the better soundtracks that is in this film, which is in every soundtrack in the film. But, yeah, I'm not even kidding. If you haven't seen Mission Impossible Fallout yet, put this one on your watch list. Easily one of the greatest action movies ever made, in my opinion, and one of the best Mission Impossible films ever made. 2019 is going to be the first Knives Out, which is actually a huge surprise for me because we just had Wake Up Dead Man come out in a few days, and I will be ranking this franchise tomorrow. You guys will probably get the video around noon or sometime. Yeah. But the first Knives Out, when it came out, it was so good, man. Like, Rian Johnson is an incredible filmmaker for this franchise. I think that Daniel Craig is so good as Benoit Blanc, and I think that Ana de Armas and Toni Collette are almost Oscar-worthy here. Same thing with Chris Evans. It's got so much great hijinks in here. It's got a great murder mystery plot to it. It's thrilling, and you just have so much expectations for it. And the twist that they unreveal there is so good, and it's easily one of Rian Johnson's best films yet, and one of the best films of 2019 ever. If you haven't seen this film yet, go watch it, and if you haven't seen Wake Up Dead Man yet, you should easily run through this franchise. Knives Out is so good, man. 2020 is going to be Enola Holmes, one of Millie Bobby Brown's best films yet. I think that Millie Bobby Brown is an absolutely excellent actress who should definitely get noticed more and definitely respected more. She's one of the better actresses that I've seen in basically anything that I've seen, and Enola Holmes is definitely one of her best films yet. If you don't know, this is basically like a Sherlock Holmes ripoff film where she plays a girl who loses her mother, where her mother named her Enola, where the joke is it spells backwards alone. If you guys didn't get that, but anyway, this is a really well done film. I think that the performances are so good here. I think that the mysteries that are unrevealed are so good, and it definitely picks up some more like reminders in here. Like, it reminds you of films like older films like Nosferatu, but not as dark as that movie. Like, just really old, just, I don't want to say like Dutch films, but like Dutch setting kind of films. Like, those are the kind of films that are embracing Enola Holmes. So Enola Holmes is definitely the greatest film of that time, and it's definitely, like I said, Millie Bobby Brown's best film yet. And one of Netflix's better films too. And into 2021 is going to be Ryan Reynolds' Free Guy. I freaking love this film. You guys have no idea how much this film means to me. It was actually a movie that I almost forgot to put on here because I barely remembered it by the time that it came out. But by the time that I finally did see it, it was one of the greatest films that I've seen of that year. So I just had to put it on here. If you don't know, Ryan Reynolds plays someone that the people call Blue Shirt Guy. I don't remember his real name. He has a routine that he does every single day in this like video game world called Free City, where he just loves his life so much, and that all changes once he meets a girl that he loves so much, but then he finds out that an evil guy is trying to destroy his game and make everything disappear from it. So the whole film is just this really emotional, just genre blending, Easter egg filled, heartfelt film that is definitely something that people should definitely put on their watch list. And it's the one that hit the most close to home to me with its references, because almost all the YouTubers that get introduced here, spoiler alert, almost all of them I watch daily, like just for entertainment. Like Jacksepticeye, if you don't know, he's in one scene in this film where, like, spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the film. Blue shirt guy is fighting like a huge like bodybuilder version of him, and it's just so good. It's so just huge to watch in the cinemas, and it's definitely one of the better blockbusters that were introduced of that year, because 2021 was a really rough year for movies. 2022, The Batman. Dear Christ. If you were to tell me that a new Batman movie coming out in 2022 would be the best film of that year, I would have laughed in your face, because by that time, I was such a massive fan of The Dark Knight, and I thought Christian Bale was one of the best Batman that I've ever seen, because I have not seen too much Batman films back then yet, and I still haven't at this age too. But The Batman is seriously so goddamn good. I swear, Robert Pattinson gets better every time when I see this film. Like, I'm not a fan of him as an actor at all, but this is one of his best films yet. It's one of the more darker Batman films. It's definitely darker than The Dark Knight, no pun intended, by the way. And it's definitely a film that people might hate or love when it comes out. But for me, it's all just love and no hate. Robert Pattinson gives such a great performance. I think Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman is so good too. And I think the Penguin is such an undisputed and underrated villain too. So The Batman, one of the best films of 2022. I would say better than The Dark Knight, but that film is still a classic to me. But definitely better than The Dark Knight Rises. And they're both such amazing films, so it's kind of like a love and love relationship with both of them. 2023 is going to be Gran Turismo. Now, we have not had a great track record of video game movies so far, especially this too, with like a Minecraft movie and Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Ugh, it just brings like a horrible taste in my mouth. But Gran Turismo, this movie was such a big surprise when it came in at theaters. My only negative with it is that it's so freaking long. Like, they did not have to make it so long. It's almost 2 hours and 50 something minutes. But seriously, when you watch it, if you can accept the pacing, it's one of the better video game movies that has came out. I think that Archie Raymond is so good in this film. I might have botched his last name. I don't know. I think David Harbour is so great here, and the concept that they introduced here too, with like a racer trying to become one of the best of famous racers ever. Like he's basically a rookie who's trying to learn his way into, racing and stuff like that. And I think that David Harbour is such a great coach in this film, and it's seriously just so emotional. It's such a great 2 hour commercial. So yeah, like I said, if you can accept the pacing and if you can accept that it's such a great video game film, then yeah, you might as well just accept it, because this movie, best film of 2023. 2024 is going to be Dune Part 2. Now, as a huge hot take, I'm one of those few people who think the first Dune is incredibly overrated, but still an enjoyable film to watch in theaters. Dune Part 2, that is, it just takes everything on another level here. It's almost 2 hours long. It's got such a stacked cast here. Like, you got Dave Bautista, Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Florence Pugh, and freaking, like, everybody in this film. It's so great here. It's an absolute spectacle to watch in theaters. And it's a movie that introduces us to why we come to the cinemas in the first place. To watch an action packed spectacle film that is long, riveting, and just so great with its concept and so good with what it's trying to do with its storyline and casting choices. It's so good. So Dune Part 2, massive step up from the first one, and genuinely one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my entire life. Definitely put this one on your watch list. If you agree with me that the first Dune is overrated at best but still good, you're gonna really like this one. Now we've reached the final film to 2025, coming in at this year easily on everyone's number one too, Sinners. Now, I did not know what to expect from this film. I'm a massive fan of Ryan Coogler. I have not seen I don't know, I haven't seen like two of his films, but the ones that I basically remember are the Black Panther films. So this one, the trailers looked decent at best. I didn't know what I was going in for. I didn't know what I was going to expect. It's got your usual like Michael B. Jordan like vampire film where he's playing like two people in this film called the Smokestack Twins. They're really great in this film, but Sinners is easily in my top 10 or in my top 3 of vampire films ever. This film is basically just a spectacle to watch in theaters. I'm gonna say that again about this film. It's so great with its film, and it's definitely the only film on this list too that genuinely had just such a big impact on me on how it explained like the impacts of Christianity and like black culture and Asian culture. It's so well done in this film. Like, I'm one of those people who does not support racism at all, and I fucking hate it so much. Pardon my swearing. Like, it's huge. Like, I do not like it at all. Like, I'm a person who believes that we are the same. No matter what, no matter on our color or anything, we're all the same person, and we deserve to be treated the same. It's like the golden rule. You treat others the way you wanted to be treated. For all the children that are watching this film, thank you so much. But Sinners, such a spectacle and such a great film to watch in theaters. The music is great. The vampire scenes are so good. The music in this is so good. I think Ludwig Göransson is so good in this film, and just everything that you expect from a great film. Sinners checks it all. Great cinematography, great music, great vampire looks, great designs, great CGI, great cinematography, great casting choices, great performances. You freaking name it. So Sinners, one of the best films of the year for me, and easily one of the best vampire films that I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's gonna be it for this one, guys. If you've enjoyed the rest of my content that I've been posting, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, like, and comment, and follow all my social media links, link in the description. Be sure to join my new Patreon that I just hooked up. I'm gonna be posting comedy, drama, and I even posted my new podcast too called Ride or Die. I'll be linking that down below too. And if you want to watch more content, like I said, be sure to ring the bell, and thank you so much for watching.